support you.
Oh, I gotta reverse this shit. Yeah, that's cool right there. Y'all give me a second. We live. I'm working on the camera.
Oh, you live, man? You got me talking, man?
No. We live right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we good.
All right, let me just get my other phone so I can answer some of these questions. So, everybody, welcome to FHO Atlanta, GA. Call your friends, man. Tell everybody FHO on. We finna talk about some real shit, man. I got a guy right here, man, that I had the privilege of meeting through the bike set. Just over a period of time, man, for real. Just a hell of a dude. And yeah, just tell all these people you on FHO, you on live YouTube. So yeah,
okay.
Turn it down, so yeah. All right, I've had the privilege of meeting this cat, man, just over a period of time, and it's just been an awesome and wonderful thing, man. So today, I'm gonna let him introduce himself, let him get into who he is, and let him just give y'all, you know, some of the history. If you've been watching me, I'm in Savannah. I'm out here for Rare Breed Savannah Chapter's first anniversary, and they put it together real nice. They ain't a whole lot of this, you know, not a whole lot of that, but it's just a nice get down, man, to see. You know, you got some heavy hitters here, man. You got some people here for the first time that you might not see. But this gentleman right here to my left, I'm gonna introduce himself, and as much as we can now, we're gonna try to get as deep as we can. A lot of shit you're not privileged to know, so you know what I'm saying. Get your weight up. But anyway, good conversation, and we're gonna have that, man. So y'all be prepared, man. Introduce yourself.
Hey, my name is Oaks. I'm the president of Cutting Corners Motorcycle Club in Augusta, Georgia, where I also sit as the chairman of the Augusta Bikers Alliance. And of course, this year I've also been voted in as the vice chairman of the Georgia Council. So it's always a good time, man, especially come and talk with this guy right here. Man, he's a good brother. I met him. He came down and we talked, and we had a real good conversation. And the respect was from day one, and it hadn't changed yet. You know, I got much love and respect for the brother because he's been putting it out there for us for a long time with his show, with him out there on the ground pounding. You know, a lot of people ain't really know what getting out there getting it was until they saw him out there doing it. So, you know, I got mad love and respect for this brother.
Yeah. One of the things too, y'all already know a lot of on GA right now. I'm on live. I'm trying to get all the GA live. YouTube. One of the things that a lot of my fans already know is I hate, and I'm gonna say this, and I gotta be careful with the word hate because a lot of y'all gonna hold me to the word hate. I've been having issues with councils, especially motorcycle councils, for a while. One of my biggest issues has been strictly because it's not been consistent. You know, it's been favoritism all across the board. You can't say that these are the rules, but then I watch you right in front of me change the rules. But then you want me to respect the rules.
Yeah. So
to me, that's always been an issue with the council. And then the behind the scenes with the OMCs be involved in the 99%, you know, bike councils. First off, in your opinion, what is the purpose of a council? What is the purpose of a governing body or a council body to govern the motorcycle set? What's the purpose of it?
For me, this is just me. The Augusta Bikers Alliance was started well over 10, 11 years ago, back in 2008, 2007, 2008 time frame. It was a decision of the presidents to get together to support each other. we got together and we supported each other by doing events. At first we had it, okay, a lot of clubs like to leave and go out of town. So to support those clubs that are within your city, we say, you know what, we'll buy 3 tickets to your event. Even though my whole club will probably be in Atlanta or Jacksonville or somewhere, at least we're going to support our home clubs first by at least purchasing tickets. At least with 3 tickets, with a maximum of $15 per ticket is like $45. So that's the most that we will get the advanced tickets for. That way that club can use that funds, you know, to help with their anniversary party. They'll get everything done so we can go ahead and go and do our own thing. Some clubs are, you know, like to stay within their city. Some clubs like to get out there and go. So that was one way that we did it. We brought it together also so we can help the community better. We actually started out giving away a bicycle. The first year we did it for Christmas to, I think it was like 14 clubs then, to like 14 different families, just giving away a bicycle. That when we first got the bike clubs in Augusta to come together. Once they came together, we all saw that we all love to ride, we all do charity work, but we can do bigger work when we do it together. So we adopted the Christmas giveaway. We adopted the back to school drive for book bags for the kids. We adopted Thanksgiving feeding the community, feeding the less fortunate, and we also wanted to do something where we bring the bikers together and we do one big event like a bike blessing and a cookout. So these are something that the presidents wanted to do. So okay, we got together and we started doing that. Then we formed, you know, the Augusta Bikers Alliance was formed. But within that organization you have to have rules and regulations.
So but what I'm saying is this. So the whole purpose of the Augusta Bikers, and we're talking about Augusta, Georgia, for all that don't know.
Just
Augusta, Georgia do ride motorcycles. They do got motorcycles in Augusta, Georgia. But what we're saying is this. So the Augusta is called Augusta Bikers Alliance,
yeah.
the ABA.
The ABA.
It was originally formed by the presidents for the support of the clubs, you say, by the $15 or 3 ticket minimum or whatever per club, and to show a better sighting to the community.
Exactly. So
okay.
we all come together. I mean, and we get much love from the police community, from everyone, because we always give them back. We even do them things for, you know, the emergency response. You know, some of them clubs do. So we all support it. So we always try to support each other. But when we got together, we said, okay, Augusta is not a big city, but it's big enough. But we can't have 1,000 clubs here, 100 clubs here, 50 clubs. You know, it's crazy.
Okay.
So the president's guy said, look, man, let's try to keep this thing down to a minimum of the amount of clubs that we have here in Augusta.
You guys have a set number?
We have a set number.
What is it?
At 25.
25.
We can't tell people that they can't start a club. That's one thing we can't do. We can't tell nobody they can't start nothing to do whatever they want to do. That's their prerogative. But we got a choice to not support that, because we don't feel that those clubs, you know, that they don't need to get in the big. If you got 25 clubs in Augusta, you cannot tell me that out of those 25
that's
clubs,
a lot of that population.
exactly,
Though, yeah.
25 clubs, one of those clubs have what you need. If you want to start an organization, I want to start it. Why? When you got 25 clubs that's already here, that's giving you the same thing. Most people don't want to be a prospect, so that's what a lot of them do. You know, and then you got everybody wants to be a chief, and nobody wants to be the enemy. You know, you have to have some workers out there.
Yeah.
You know, so a lot of that stuff comes. So the presidents, all the presidents, I ain't saying me, I'm saying the presidents. The presidents got together and said, okay, let's get this thing started.
So at that time, how many clubs was it?
We had, at that time when we first started, I think we was right at about 14 clubs when the ABA first started.
Okay.
And then we, of course, we didn't have a set number at the time, but clubs started coming in. And, you know, when they came in, you know, they came before the presidents, they asked, and the presidents were like, sure, you know, we don't have no problem with that. So we also adopted.
So let me ask you this. Does the ABA, Augusta Bikers Alliance, when a club comes to you guys, do you guys evaluate the weight of the club? And when I say that, meaning, like, for example, if a club has their business stuff in order, if they got their, you know, etiquette stuff in order, or it, you know, based on the people, do you need to see the whole club, see who are the people that's in the club? Or
we would like to, but it's not a requirement that your whole club be there. You know, we want them to come. If a club wants to become a club there, at least if you're living there, hell, you should be supporting the clubs there.
Okay.
Before you even decide that you want to start an organization there, you should be out there supporting those clubs there are supporting the motorcycle community there. If you're not out there supporting them and doing that there, why would we want you to be a part of it? Because you're not going to support them. It's the same way as a prospect.
Know you is.
Exactly. If you got a prospect that don't never show up and that don't never do nothing, then you give him colors. When you want to do something, he ain't gonna do it then because he hadn't been doing it. It's nothing there. So if a club have been out there and coming and supporting the community and doing their thing and trying to get themselves together, and we see it, and they come before the president's probably like, yeah, sure, because them guys right there is always out, they always supporting, they always trying to do the right thing. Because I don't want to be, we all get out there, we might have a little beer or something, we might have a good time, and I might be at a bike night or something, and I might have a beer. I said, well, I'm gonna go ahead on home, and then we got this. So someone out there with colors on, acting a fool, doing wheelies and all that stuff. Somebody call the police. He done dip off somewhere, but I'm just riding with colors on. Now the police pull me up, and now I'm going to jail for something this idiot did. Yeah. So we try to, and the presidents, we get together and we talk and we police each other up. We police each other up even with their membership.
Now, for me, I had a real bad experience with the Georgia Council, and for me, and this is what turned me off about the council. One of the things I always say is this, is that if you're going to put together a council, it needs to be a council of wisdom, wise council. You don't just need to grab people because they want to be a part of the council. And I'm not saying that that's what people do or whatever. But one thing I noticed about the council that you run, the ABA, when I had a chance to come down there and stand before the council, number one, everybody was respectful. I'm not saying everybody there was on whatever level that you think that they have to be on, but the biggest thing I'm gonna tell you about the council that you run and that is everybody was together.
Yeah.
If it was a no, it was a no from everybody. If it was a yeah, it was a yeah from everybody. And then you even had the individual that stood out and say, well, no, I'll go against it, and this is what it is, and that person was respected.
Yeah.
And most councils or most organizations, either, it's going to be some bickering, some fussing, fighting, some bullshit. Y'all wasn't like that. It ran smoothly. But what I want everybody to understand, and this is what I want to take from this video, the purpose of having a governing body over what's supposed to be considered to some a hobby, weekend gig, or and to some a lifestyle such as myself. But why have somebody govern me? And I'm a grown-ass man.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, but you still got people out there within that bike community that does a lot of stupid stuff.
Okay.
And it doesn't make sense, even for as going out to parties and getting into, like, if I'm having an event and all the clubs here from Augusta, and then you come in, a club from Augusta, get into a fight at my event, was, for one, it messes up the event. But now your club, and they're here, look, bro, no, we can't do that. But not only that, the rest of the club there, we're not going to support you either.
Yeah.
Because we have bylaws that states what happens to you. So presidents there already know. Those presidents voted on it, not me, the presidents. Everything is done by the president. A motion is put on the floor, it gets seconded. We have questions to the motion. Any questions come up, we talk to them, we analyze, we do whatever. If the motion needs to be rescinded or restated or however, we do it the proper way. Once them presidents vote, and it's written down, the secretary take real good notes, and she take real good notes. And once, however the vote on goes, and 90% of the time, it normally goes, the majority say yes. And if the majority say yeah, all the board members, all we do is enforce what they say. We put it right back on the presidents. We even got it to the point that we having like bike blessing that every club has to participate. They voted this. They voted, not me. The presidents voted. One president motion, the next one seconded. You got to have some representation there because this is something that we're doing. And if their club opted not to do it, they had to go into soft colors for 30 days. We had about 5 clubs did it. 5 clubs didn't show up. Those 5 club presidents said we going into soft colors for 30, and they did it. I didn't have to make them do it. I didn't have to hold no gun to their head because one of the things we do, we're gonna respect each other. Or nobody say you might not have to like nobody. You don't have to. But at least show people respect. A dog deserves respect. Mess with him if you want to, he gonna bite you. Yeah. So you have to give everybody that level of respect. Now,
let me ask you this though. Okay. Since the inception of the ABA, has the bike, because before the ABA, y'all was just fine. I would imagine.
Yeah.
Since the ABA, what's the difference without the ABA? What has been the difference since the inception of the ABA?
it's more togetherness, bro.
Okay.
That the ABA has brought those clubs together. It's more unity, man. When I say it's more unity, I love my city, bro.
Yeah.
I love the bike clubs there. I love the social clubs there. I got them.
Yeah.
I ride or die with any of them and all of them know it. Yeah. And because they know it, they got my back 100%. And you was talking about the Georgia Council and you know how it was, but like now it has been some changes made. Every area within the state of Georgia has a coalition now. Here in Savannah, which we are at now, we have what they call the Southeast Georgia Alliance, which Soldier Boy from Front Runners, he's the chairman. So he's a member of the Georgia Council. It's not like we just get people from all over now. Those presidents from those cities are voting for their
Georgia,
chairman.
Atlanta, Georgia is the main, considered for the state of Georgia, is the hub for
No.
Okay.
The Georgia Council is the whole state of Georgia. It's
okay.
It's the whole state.
But every area has representation.
Exactly. I'm in Augusta, but I'm the vice chairman of the Georgia Council. The chairman of the Georgia Council, he's in Albany, Georgia. T from Viper Units.
Okay.
He's the chairman. It used to be that way, but every area,
so by you being the vice chair of the Georgia Council, are you still chair?
I'm still the chair. In order to be on the Georgia Council, the way that each area did it, once those 9 areas, they have one in Macon, which is Spider-Man from Midnight Riders, you know, and they've been around for like 40 years. Yeah. He's the president. I mean, he's the chairman of the coalition there in Macon. Then you got one in Albany. You got one in Columbus, which is Cahill. Then you got 4 in Atlanta, because Atlanta is such a big area. We broke it down in east, west, north, and south. So that gives you 9 chairmen from all 9 areas. Okay. Those 9 chairmen get together, and the 9 of us elect a chairman and elect a vice chairman. It don't have to be. It can be somebody from Atlanta. It can be somebody from Augusta. It can be somebody from wherever. But that's who the chairman would be, and the vice chairman for 2 years. But they will still be in their, you know, over their
respective areas. Yeah.
But if you get all of the areas now, once all of those areas are on the same sheet of music, because like you said, it was a lot of stuff that you knew that lacked some, you know, it wasn't consistent. Now what we're trying to do is keep it consistent.
But for me, okay, real quick, what happened with me was Atlanta was the OMCs put it on the Georgia Council. The Georgia Council voted yes. The OMCs came back and said, no, y'all weren't supposed to do that. That's a no. So that was that was the issue there. But yeah, like I said, that's old news. But that right there, what I'm saying is, and I want the people to understand this. Anybody that's watching this or have questions, again, okay, how can a grown man govern another grown man? For example, Oaks, you're not in my club, or you're not in my club, so how can you or whatever dictate what the rules are? And then, like you said, one of the biggest things, misconception is, you don't have to come through us to start a club. You can do what you want to do, but prepare to be by yourself.
Exactly. And just like you're saying, yes, no grown man can govern another grown man. But if you choose, just like you choose to be a part of any organization, whether it's Mason, whether it's any sororities, fraternities, it's rules and regulations there. Either you buy them or either you leave. It's just that simple. I'm not going to look, I'm governing no. I don't govern no. Every club is sovereign in their own right. Every club is supposed to be. Now, if you don't know how to be sovereign in your own right, then y'all might need to reevaluate how you handle your club business.
Yeah.
But every club should be sovereign in their own right. No other club should be able to tell another club what to do. But if an organization, a group of us get together and say, we're going to be together, we're going to start this organization, this is what we're going to do. We want you to be in charge, we want you to be the next in charge, but this is how we're going to do it. But they need to make the rules. The ones that they put in charge is not the one that's making the rules. The body should be making the rules. The body, as a collective body. That's why when the Augusta Bikers Alliance, and I can only speak for my area, we have what they call a bylaw committee with presidents on it. It's about 5 or 6 presidents. Those presidents take those bylaws we have and go down every year. If it's something that needs to be added, they add it, but it's not law until it's voted on. They go get it, they put all that stuff down there, put it where it needs to be. Send it out to all the presidents, all 22 presidents, 23 presidents get it. We go down there. We have a whole month or two whole months to read it, to see if that's something we want to agree with. Take back to your club to see if your club want to agree with it. Because when you as a president agree to that, that means you agree for your club. Yeah. You're the spokesperson for your club.
Yeah.
If you can't agree, if you can't speak for your club, then Something's wrong. But if you're the president, it's your job to take it back to your club and let your club see, yes, if that's something we want to do, or no, that's something that we want to do. But when it come back to the vote, we go down each one of one for one. We ask each, whatever it is that the bylaw committee see that they need to change or add or whatever, we put it in, we vote. So motion is made, it's second, there's questions to it. Once it's worked out and it's vote, and the majority rules. It's just that simple, the majority rules. Once the majority say yes, that's it. We don't have to argue about it no more. We don't have to fuss about it no more. You as the president know, and your club know. Now, I can't go, I govern you.
Yeah.
But your club, that's on your club then, because once a member or that I'm club break that, and me as the chairman or the vice chairman, we pull them to the side and say, hey, look, man, y'all just know y'all was wrong. Y'all need to go ahead and do the right thing. No problem. Good, square. But if they don't want to do it, I'm not going to sit up there and fight with them or argue with them about it.
Yeah.
Presidents, right in the meeting, there he go. They violated this. This is what you guys voted on. Not what I voted on, what you guys voted on.
Yeah.
Now, if y'all can continue to support that if y'all want to, I won't do it because I'm going to hold up, because you got to have some roots or some grounds to stand on. So I'm going to support that what those presidents say.
Yeah.
Regardless, I don't need nobody's money that bad. I don't need it. Because, some people, know they're not right. You got folks out there, in a lot of places,
So what positions do the G's, the OGs, the OMCs, what positions do they play in the ABA?
None. They support what we do. When the clubs come through the ABA, what they do, they come, the president say yes or no. If the president say yes, then the rules that the presidents say, that is it. You have to be in soft colors for a year. You go through the process. Once your year is up, because we want to assign you an older club that's been around, a 99% club, one of those clubs that are part of the alliance as a big brother, to show you, to help you, so you don't go out there and your club don't last but a year or two. They're going to show you what has sustained them, what issues they have faced, how they have handled it. So that way we're trying to make it easier for them. Once that year is finished and done, completely done, in order for them to say, okay, I'm a club now, yes, an OMC should bless that club. Whatever OMC that they feel that they want them to bless, get on y'all bikes, because that's where y'all going. We riding. Well, I don't care if wherever it's at, then we get on our bikes across Georgia and we ride there. That OMC bless them, and they're done. And they're finished,
Do all clubs in Georgia, do they have to wear a support patch?
No. Now, if whatever club if you choose to have a certain club bless you up, and if they require you to bless, the world support, that between you and that club. That has nothing to do with me and you.
Yeah.
With the Augusta Bikers Alliance. I think we only got one club that wears support patch in the Augusta Bikers Alliance. Only one. Okay. And everybody else, have done the thing, but we have went to, a OMC to bless us off. We all ride to their clubhouse. They bless us off. We had a nice time with them, chopped it up, because I tell them, man, you should always want to talk to those guys. A lot of people are like, nah, but real, regardless of what OMC it is, there's some guys in there that are real good guys.
But you should already have a relationship with your OMC before you even want to start it. Before you even get the idea to even start a bike club, you gotta have some history.
Exactly. See, that's another thing when them guys come in, we ask them these questions, but they don't. That's why we put them with older club, so they can take them to these clubhouses, so they can introduce them to these people, so they can talk to them, so then they can build a one-on-one relationship with them. And I'm fortunate, man. I'm very fortunate, man. I've met some good brothers out there in the OMC. We have some guys from from different OMCs there in Augusta, and I got a great relationship with them. I talk to them, and they talk to me. I don't have no issues. We get along great together. I mean, we get along great, and that what makes it so easy for us, man, because we got a good working relationship. And it's always been that way. We ain't had to go and do no crazy stuff, because our organization was solid. Even before the Georgia Council had got started, we already had the Augusta Bikers Alliance was already started.
Oh, so y'all already in the Georgia Council?
Yeah, it's a few organizations. Sabre is as well.
Okay.
That's why you would see that the organization-wise is a lot different, and the structures is a lot different than Atlanta, because Atlanta took on like 200 clubs at one time, 300 clubs at one time.
Yeah.
And it was trying to get structured. At one point it had some, but then a lot of stuff happened and a lot of stuff fell off, and different people got in charge, but they was trying to find their way back to get it all back. So we just suggest, look, y'all so big, why don't y'all break it down smaller? Then each one of them areas got a chairman, a vice chairman, secretary, and then presidents. those presidents, y'all get together and do the same thing we did. Form y'all bylaws, get y'all bylaws committee, get y'all stuff together, support each other first. Get that going with these 70 clubs here in the east, them 70 clubs in the west, them 70 clubs in the north, 70 clubs in the south. But once they get their stuff and they get tight, bringing it all back together will be a whole lot easier. So they really start supporting each other and start doing everything, because now they got a solid foundation and a base. Because they had one a little when it first started, but then when all other stuff happened, we ain't gonna talk about that, but it kind of like threw some stuff out there.
What do you think Augusta would be without the council, as far as other motorcycles say? Would it be wild? Would it be? I think it'll
be a whole lot of clubs out there doing whatever they want to do, how they want to do it, with no education, because we also educate. Man, I'm telling you, we have some nice meetings. We have period of instruction. We talk about stuff. We bring up stuff. We educate. Okay. It's not like we come into a meeting for an hour and nothing gives. You got some very knowledgeable brothers in there, man. You got guys from True Icons, that club been around for over 15 years. You got Nubian Knights in there that's been around over 15 years. Do or Die Riders been around for 15 years. I'm just throwing out some names of some clubs that's been around that got some years. That have seen this thing and done this thing, have been some places and seen some things, and can tell the younger clubs, our club is like 10 years old, 11 years old. So I'm still learning too. I was the very first chairman of the Augusta Bikers Alliance when it started. I did my little time. Then we had another brother came in. He did I think 2 years. Then we had another brother came in and did 2 years. Then they voted me back in. So this is like my going on my second term, because we only got two year terms. And then after those two year terms, then you got to leave for a while. You can't stay, because no one person should be in charge of an organization that long. Because if one person can stay in charge of an organization that long, that means it's kind of telling me that you're not breeding more leaders. Any organization should be breeding leaders, because you should be breeding somebody to take your place. Granted, the person that they're in charge might be doing a hell of a job and nobody else want their position, but eventually it needs to come a time where that president or chairman or whoever needs a break, because they got some things that they need to do as well.
Okay, on the flip side, let's talk about Augusta, Georgia, man. The bike culture in Augusta, Georgia.
Yes, sir.
What is it? Is it slow? Is it medium? Is it fast? Is it laid back? Is it grown folks? Is it what
at one point, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. At one point, it was wild. It was wide open. But that was when everybody had sport bikes. Folks done got older now, man. The bike scene, like how everybody's how it done flipped from the sport bike to the cruiser. It's a few of them still out there with them, and they still ride fast. But then it's been a few lately. Done got off there and said, man, I don't know what I waited so long for. Because you can enjoy yourself riding. So, but a lot of people now, have gotten busy with other things than just the MC world. Because you got to look at it, that's a military town. Okay. And then it's dealing with a lot of medical, because most of the whole area is medical. You got about 6-7 hospitals there, and most of everybody in a club got at least a nurse or somebody working in the medical field within their organization. Okay. So it's real busy. So a lot of people, a lot of the clubs there, during the weekdays, it's kind of lax. It's not much going on. It's only bike night, Wednesday night, True Icons Clubhouse, man. And those guys been around. That's the only clubhouse there in Augusta. So they're telling you that, how the bike nights can be. We don't have any. It's no.
So Augusta doesn't have an OMC that's stationed in.
You got some OMCs that are there, that live there.
Yeah, but they don't have a
clubhouse. No, they don't. It's not that in Augusta. Okay. They have some that live there. That's part. That got a clubhouse somewhere else. They probably got a clubhouse here in Savannah, or got a clubhouse in Atlanta, but they don't have a clubhouse in Augusta.
So True Icons is the only motorcycle club in Augusta with a clubhouse.
With a clubhouse, that's the only motorcycle club in Augusta. But there is a OMC. But they had a clubhouse, but I think they closed it down. But they were like, I think they were the other guys, white boys. So but I don't think theirs is still up anymore either.
You guys say you got a good relationship with the law in Augusta.
Yeah. Because they, we do a whole lot, and they see us do a whole lot, and we support each other a whole lot. And a couple of guys in clubs are cops. Okay. So that is that. See, but I actually had a member in my club that got that had died on a motorcycle accident. He was a cop in an area called Wren, but the sheriff that's in Augusta now, him and that guy was real close. When he was running for sheriff, he was ready to decide the whole time, on a part of his committee. So I got a relationship with him as well. You know, so that makes things a whole lot easier when we doing things. You know, we limit a whole lot of drama, man. We just try to limit all that in Augusta, man. We try our best to keep things so everybody can come out, have a good time.
Yeah.
You don't have no issues, and having a good relationship with the police officers there, with the OMCs there, and everybody else that comes to your event. They give you that real respect, man. So it's beautiful to me when you having your annual or whatever. But you know, like during the weekdays, it's kind of laid back, man. It's, you know, a lot of people run up to Atlanta. Yeah. You know, go up there to Pseudos, which I give him a plug out because that's a good guy, man. I love that guy, man. And I go by that place. You know, I don't do a whole lot of places unless they are a clubhouse. Yeah. But that's one place, man, that I.
But you talking about what, 2 hours from Augusta or 2 hours?
It'll take for me to get from my house to Pseudo Bar and Grill, and I ride. I'm honest with you, I ride. It takes me about an hour and 15 minutes. Whoa. So for an hour and 15 minutes, I need 10, 20 up. You gotta look at it. Exit 94 is where I get on the highway. Yeah. Exit 94, and I gotta go down from exit 194 down to 84. So you know, 110 miles. So
I'm at exit 82. That's why I'm right behind Pseudo.
Yeah, so I be on that, man. I just be loving it.
Lock it in.
About 90 miles an hour and straight get it. You already know that you got to slow down when you get to Greene County. Exit 130, you break it down. You break it down from there until you get past exit 114, 130. Yeah. Then you put the hammer back down again. So you know how, you know, so once you've been doing it around for a while, you know how you get. We have some clubs, man, like Rough Riders, The Mob, Alter Egos, Candy Can, man, they'll leave there on a Tuesday, go up there and stay up the Pseudo about 11, 12, and come on back, you know, and they'll be back home by 1 o'clock. You know? But they love to do, you know, because they, at least that's also a way to get some riding in. You know, you get, you know, because we try to do, we even got this thing, man. We got a mile challenge out there now. Listen, bro, I'm telling you, man. Listen, man. Listen to what I'm saying now. That's one thing that we put in there to motivate people to ride. So, and nobody don't have to enter it if they don't want to. But we got last year. What's my man name? Chaos from Rare Breed won for the men. Okay. And T Booty from Alter Egos won for the women. Okay. And she ride a Booster and he ride a Harley. But you know, I think he had like 30-something thousand miles and she had like 20-something thousand.
On a Booster, that ain't bad.
That's what I'm saying. And so we put it out there, you know, just to give.
What do they get?
I give them a trophy. Okay. I purchased it myself, man. Yeah. Just to, you know, just to motivate the guys to ride, to want to ride. You got them guys out there now. We got them guys from Nasty Dogs putting their miles like crazy. They going back and forth to Texas. You know, folks out there now, they actually ride, and a lot of them got off them cruisers. So I mean, on sport bikes and got on them cruisers. So they really trying to get the miles in now, which is beautiful, man. And now them guys are, you know, everybody start moving a whole lot, but they still come back to support.
If you want, let me tell you something. Is this for
but that's just our area now.
If anybody in Augusta, if anybody watching in Augusta, I'm gonna put it. Listen, for the mile challenge. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. This is what you should do. This is something that's suggested. The winner of the mile challenge get, let's say, 20 free tanks of gas.
Bro, look at, I'm paying for this stuff. I ain't finna do that. Hey, I buy them a nice trophy. Matter of fact, I may even just give them a gas card to a nice little $20. You know, that's just something that we can probably talk about. But see, we don't. But the ASL, we don't have no money that we pay dues. None of that stuff. Yeah. We don't do none of that stuff. When we do our Christmas. Each club gets a family, and they do what they can for that family, and we bring it to one area and we give it for Thanksgiving.
So how many clubs are they in now?
23.
So that means 23 families this year.
23 families, and then for Thanksgiving we give a list. We have a list. Some of our club is bigger than others. Yeah. So we ain't gonna give 100 pieces of chicken to a club that only got 10 members. You know, we might, but if you got a club with 30 members, you know, then they don't mind doing it. So that's what we do. Yeah. So. You know, we kind of like break it down evenly, so everybody get it distributed evenly, and everybody bring their stuff to one area. We feed the community. You know, back to school, it's all the same. Every club just give $100. Then we got this committee that go online, they order the book bags, they get the supplies, and get everything. They bring it to one area, and all the clubs come in, and we put everything in the book bags. Then we pick the schools that we're gonna give to. We do at least 5 schools every year, and we be at the schools we try to wait till after the first week of school. Because we want to see what kids really need.
I got you.
that way, when you go to school after that first week, we find the teachers know what kids really need them. So then we give them to the kids, man. So the kids will have what they need, and then we have supplies in it, so they have what they need.
So you ain't just got the little greedy baby mama that, you know, just want all of the free stuff.
Man, I'm telling you, the first year we did it, man, we was at a school, and the lady, she had got a backpack, but didn't need one. We said, look, man, she said, but my son needed one. I said, I tell you what, I'll switch with you. Go home and get the backpack what you got. If this the one you want, then I'll switch with the one you got. So somebody gonna get this bag. You're not gonna get two.
Yeah.
And she said, you know what, thank you. And she went home, got the backpack, brought it back, and we switched.
Yeah.
But I wasn't finna, nah, man. We're trying to give the people that need. If you in a position, God bless us, man, to be in a blessing to give back.
Yeah.
This motorcycle stuff is expensive.
Yeah, it is.
Shit, messing with y'all and these Harleys.
Listen,
these Harleys is very expensive.
I don't know what he talking about,
bro.
You know what I'm
To be able to get on your, bro, I'm telling you, just like now, just getting on my bike to come down here. I gotta put gas in to come here. Yeah. Then I gotta get something to eat because I'm gonna eat while I'm here. Then you're gonna spend about $100 on a decent room. And if you come for just one night, then you're good. Then you gotta do the same again.
Yeah, baby, I'm live. What's going on? Yeah.
So it's a whole lot you gotta do, man. So that little bit of stuff adds up. And imagine you doing this thing every weekend, man.
That part.
Yeah. So I'm not saying, you a baller and that, but hey, you gonna have to have your pennies pretty decent now to be out here trying to do this thing.
You gotta have pretty decent.
Yeah,
So the council, like I said, having a chance to sit in front of them and state the case at the time for the purpose of what I was there for. Mm-hmm. I really appreciate the professionalism. I appreciate the fact that the rules are the rules.
Exactly.
And they won't be broken for anybody based on
club size, how popular your club
popularity
is,
or whatever.
We don't do that, bro.
That was the beautiful thing, man. Because like I said, one of the most messed up thing about the bike set is the inconsistency.
Yeah,
that's what causes a lot.
That's one thing, man, that we have to stay with, man. I'm not gonna bend the rules. No one will ever be able to question my integrity at all. You're not gonna be able to question that because those are the rules. Those are the rules. I'm not finna sway this way for nobody, for you or nobody else. Yeah. Everybody's gonna be treated the same. I don't care if I don't like a person, but if they're right, they're right. They're wrong, they're wrong. It's gonna be across the board. It's just that simple.
Do you think? What's the biggest anniversary in Augusta? Can you spit?
The club probably with the biggest anniversary in Augusta. True Icons probably is the biggest one. I would say True Icons. All the clubs have, they have their different sizes, but they've been around 15 years and be everywhere. Yeah. And got multiple chapters too. So theirs probably would be the biggest anniversary. Yeah, I would say them.
So if a person wanted to come to Augusta and party, when should they come?
I'm gonna say on my anniversary weekend, the third weekend in April. That's the weekend they need to come.
But the third weekend in April, man.
But I'm telling you, man, any one of them is good, man. You're gonna get. I'm gonna tell you what you're gonna get. You're gonna get hospitality.
Okay.
Above none, you're gonna get hospitality. All them clubs there in Augusta are gonna give you the utmost hospitality. Mm. Now, if you wanna go someplace, they're gonna feed you.
Yeah.
They're gonna feed you. It's free. You're gonna eat good and all that stuff. Them clubs gonna take care of you. Because that one thing that all of us pride ourselves in is making sure we taking care of guests when they come out of town. If I'm there when anybody having an event and the clubs from out of town come there, I'm telling from the start, I'm the welcome committee. Because I want people to feel good. Anything that I can do, I don't care who anniversary it is, as long as I'm in town, I feel it's still my obligation to help that club to make whoever's there more comfortable as possible. Why? Because I want them to return back to support me or somebody else. That way, I don't have to run all over the country to give out flyers and do all this. If you supporting those clubs at home and those clubs are out there bringing folks back, I'll be handing them my flyer. That means I ain't got to go this place. That means I can go this place this weekend instead of going this place to hang out.
How important is it for you? And this ain't got to do with the council or Augusta. How important is it for you to ride and support out of state? How important is that?
It's very important. I love to ride, man. Yeah. Bro. I'm gonna tell you what I would do. I would leave, like I went to Memphis for pound for pound. Mm-hmm. Now I loved it. Got up that morning, me and what's his name? Lee from young Guns from Rare Breed. We rode together until we got to Atlanta. When we got to Atlanta, man, we got Dirty and all them guys, man, it was a group of us. And I didn't know, but I was prepared just to ride myself. But we all got together, we rode, man. It's just the fun, the fact of just riding, getting there and having a good time, you know, socializing. But the ride going, people just don't understand. The ride, the damn gas stops, man. That's the most, if you ride, you're going to love that part, man. Just the gas stop. You and a couple of guys, you don't have to have a 10, 15. It can be 3 or 4 of you. But you're going to make that time the best, man. I mean, you're going to bond. You're going to have a good time.
Well, one of the things I try to tell people, too, is you can't get people to come in if you don't go out.
How they gonna know you exist? You know, that's what I'm saying. How you
gotta go out and bring them in.
Yeah, how they gonna know how you exist? And then when you go there,
be hospitable.
Don't be no wallflower and sit down and they ain't even know that you're there. Man, you make your way to the president, you holler at him, hey bro, look, I came down here to support you, but I'm finna have me some fun. You go, I don't care, you try to talk to every member in the club, and not only just talk to them, build some kind of relationship with them, build some kind of bond with them, and then move on. You know, you ain't gotta be up in nobody's face and run up behind them, but at least let somebody know that you're there. I sat down to the table, I played dominoes, I talk trash, I be like, man, who's this fool right there? We get a great relationship. Just like when I'm gonna tell you, man, these guys when True Icons, I'm gonna tell you, they had a chapter from Shelby came to Augusta. I didn't know them guys, but I knew the ones from Augusta. Man, but me and them guys from Shelby, man, done got to be like this, man. Me, Wiz, JC, all of because when they got, I was talking trash. I used to ride sport bike then, and they weren't sport bike. I talked trash about racing, trash. And I was just talking trash. Went back up to the hotel suite and walked right in their room and talking trash. They look at it and said, man, this dude crazy. But you know what, man? We bonded from that moment, man. When we went down, when we had chartered this bus to go to the PRO convention down in New Orleans. All them guys came from Shelby, got on the bus. Man, you talking about had a good time going down there and had a good time coming back. Because it's the bonding, man. It's just the bonding. Just having something, you know, just having the motorcycle community as a common bond. But then that's a starting point. But you can meet some people, man, that I'm telling you that'll change your life, bro.
Now, off that, what's your perspective on female MC presidents?
They all female. Well, they in an all female club, right?
I'm asking you.
If they're the president of an all female club, then that's
what about a
fine.
co-ed club with a female president?
What's my perspective on that? If a club do it, that's something I wouldn't want to be a part of it. I just wouldn't because, and the reason I'm saying that, ladies, don't get me wrong. I ain't trying to stir up nothing, but I'm saying, when your club has to go before an OMC or either get approached by one, the respect comes more when it's a man dealing with a man versus a woman dealing with a man. Because you already know what the OMC feels about a woman in the first place, or how they treat them or talk to them. So by them talking to my president, that would offend me. Then now the whole club done got into some trouble. So if you are a male and you're in that club and you got females in there, it should be that I'm male. So when that happens, you will never have that conflict. Don't ever put yourself in a situation where you got to be reacting to it.
What do you feel about co-ed clubs?
I don't feel ain't nothing wrong with them if that's what they want to do. I mean, I'm all males, but it's your choice.
Do you think that the female should have to hold their weight? Because see, this is what I tell. This is one of the things, man. A lot of people watch me.
Equal opportunity, bro. I'm right when you said it. If I'm in a co-ed club and if we opted say we're gonna ride from Augusta to Key West, Florida, they got to get on and ride too. Okay, you wanna not ride? No problem. We got a place for you. Most of us sponsor a social club. Just take your vest off and go put on one there, because you don't need this one. Because if we gonna ride, let's ride. That's what it's about. If we're part of this motorcycle thing, let's ride.
What about the female MCs, the all female MC clubs? Do you think that they should be held to the same standard as the all male motorcycle club?
Yeah, but it's not gonna happen. Now you have some all female clubs out there, man, that straight ride. And I got mad love and respect for them, and I see a lot of them out there doing it. Out there getting it. And then you got some newer clubs that's coming on the scene that's picking up on it and actually doing it. And ain't nothing wrong with that. But to me, my standard, I just think all motorcycle clubs, if you call yourself a motorcycle club, you should be on ground riding. You shouldn't have to go, if you go to a party, whether it's in-state or out-of-state, you should be riding your motorcycle. If you planning on going, you need to go. And a lot of people say, well, if I go, I'm going to be drinking. Well, don't drink.
I mean
that just tell people, support folks,
So you picking drinking over riding?
Yeah. And so to me, it tells me that, okay, because I know we all, you know, well, you don't, but you know, some of us do. You know, we drink, but when you want to do that, drive. You know, try to go to events that you know that you're gonna go to with a hotel, a club, everything's in the same place. You can walk to where you need to go. You can drink as much as you want and go back to the room and get you some sleep and then leave the next day. But don't make that a purpose of just going in to get drunk. Okay,
your OG clubs, your older clubs that don't no longer ride. You know, we got a lot of clubs in Georgia, a lot of clubs all over really. The OGs, you know, they still got the club. The club is still there, but you really don't see them out there riding like that. They haven't. A lot of the clubs, and I'm gonna say this on camera. A lot of our OG clubs, you really should have been recruiting some youth, but a lot of y'all kind of got in y'all ways and just kept to yourself, and you didn't recruit that youth. So now it's an age gap. And I can throw out some names. It's nothing personal, but you had like Born Losers, Golden Hawks, Strikers, where you guys are dominant in Atlanta, and you guys are the G's. But your clubs, we don't see your clubs on the set. You feel what I'm saying? You guys don't function with the set. You guys don't, you know, you got the clubhouses, you got this, and we come and fuck with y'all or whatever. But what I'm saying is, at some point, and this is for all clubs out there, young, old, or whatever, at some point you need to look to the future for the next 5 years or the next 10 years and possibly, you know, recruit, get to know or whatever based on that, because you can fade out as well.
And that's what I told you a few minutes ago, that you always got to be, as a leader, as a president, you always got to be building the next leader. Whether it be one that's in the club right then, or that new prospect that just joined the club. You got to start grooming these guys, because eventually you're going to get tired of riding as much, or your responsibility is going to change, or you know, you going to have other things that you got to take care of, medical, all that stuff. So, and that stuff hits on club at times. And it hits hard. Like my club, for instance, we had lost 3 brothers in a 4-year period, man. I had to bury one brother 1 year. The next year, on the same day that he had passed, we all rode to the funeral. We all went to eat with the family. The next day, I lost another brother on his birthday. You see what I'm saying? So that stuff like that takes a toll on clubs, you know. And then a lot of people take a step back for a minute, and they got to reevaluate things. You know, life is cut on short. But you are absolutely right. If you're an older club, you may want to start bringing in the younger members. But that's a wealth of knowledge you got. Don't die and take it with you.
Yeah.
Leave that thing here for somebody else to have, so they can continue on what you built. Because if you built something, and then after you leave here, it's something gone, then all that stuff was really in a vain. You want something to last after you. If it ain't nothing but a memory, or just the history of it, you want something to be there. So, you know, so try to bring them guys in to continue that thing on.
Well, look here, man. Shout out to the ABA, man. Augusta Bicycle Alliance. I'm gonna be there, man. Y'all know, you know, Augusta. No disrespect, but I don't do local. Augusta is local to me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna have to get out there, man, and come hang out, especially it's April. True Icon. Shout out to my man, True Icon.
True Icon one is on Labor Day weekend.
September.
Oh,
they compete with Rare Breed.
But they've been doing that for 15 years.
But
Rare Breed been doing that 10.
Next year, my races on that.
Well, you know, but I'm just saying that's their weekend, and they've been doing it for over 15 years. What's next? 17 years. Yeah. So you know they've been doing it.
That's rough. We got to figure something out. We got to rough that.
You
know. Again, man, I really want to tell you guys. One of the things that actually answered, they had a purpose for the ABA. When I said they, it wasn't just no 1 or 2 people. All the presidents got together and say, hey. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. I just stood in front of him. The man ain't lying. It ain't no favoritism. It ain't no rules. It wasn't no, hey, Sal, you know, who is you? And so the ones that didn't know me, they asked who is you. And the ones that did appreciated me for being there. I mean, but the rules was the rules, man. And they stood by him and they stood together. And you can't ask for more than that. And you can't have nothing but a successful organization that governs. And like I said, they're there to protect the face of the city, the face of the MC. Yeah. That's what the ABA is there for. It's because, like I said, their governing is not a big me, little you type thing.
No.
Their governing is saying, hey, you know, this is the family, this is who you get, this is everybody that's in it. If you want to be a part of it, you want us to adopt you and bring you in, this
is what you got to do.
This is what you got to do.
If you don't, then that's fine. You can be on the outside. You
can stay a bastard child all you want to.
But it's fine with us, because you're not going. We up there having something. You're not coming in. You're not going to be a part of it, because we're not going to. You know, you have to have some standards and set them. And once you set them, everybody got to be on the same sheet of music. It ain't no, well, I'm gonna do it this way. Nah, bro, these are the rules. We gonna go down these things straight down the rules like it's supposed to be. That way, everybody's held accountable. We hold each other accountable, man. And that's what you got to do. And as long as and once the whole state can do that and hold each other accountable, it'll be a beautiful thing. And you don't need OMCs and nobody else saying this or that, and because we govern ourselves. Govern ourselves. We are doing what we want to do and how we want to do it, and they will respect that. Cause I stay out their way. That's their our world and their world is different. I stay out their way. Whatever they do, that's them. Hey, I got mad love and respect for you. I stay out your way. When I see them, I talk to them.
Taking questions. Yeah, we're taking questions. What you got, R50? We are taking questions. Yes, ma'am. What do you have? Anybody else that has a question, this is the time to ask. I got my man Oaks, president of Augusta Bikers Alliance. Straightforward, straight, no shooter, play no games. But R50, yes, we are taking questions. And again, man, it's been my pleasure, man. I mean, for real, just to so right now, this is my salute to all of the presidents that are a part of the ABA. I salute you guys, and please don't water it down. Don't let it get watered down.
Nah, they not, bro. Yeah. I'm telling you, them guys don't play, man. And that's why I love them, man. I love them guys, man, because some of them clubs have went through a lot to become clubs. Yeah. So they don't just say, yeah.
Are there any social clubs a part of the ABA?
Yeah. Every club is 10 social clubs there.
That are voting members of the ABA?
No, they're not voting members. Okay. Only the MCs vote on the MCs.
There you go, okay.
Only the MCs vote on the MCs. Now, the social clubs, all the social clubs there are sponsored by a motorcycle club. Okay. Somebody's sponsoring them. But when we have our meetings, those ladies are there. The presidents of those meetings are actually there.
Okay.
And they come in, and actually we just put 2 females from the social clubs on the bylaws committee. So now they have a voice in how to make that thing, because how can I hold everybody?
But not even that, though. What I want to say is, not even that. But now they can go out and teach what
exactly.
Yeah.
They can teach.
Because they got it right here first.
Right, exactly. And not only that, but how can I expect for them to vote on something if they don't know? So that's the way that they know. They are a part of the process, because they are a part of the community.
Question: what is the vision for the Georgia Council? That's what one of the questions is.
What is the vision for the Georgia Council? I would tell you my vision, but I'm not the chairman. Because see, the Chairman T, he has his own vision for where he's seeing it going out. You have had previous chairmen that have different visions, and I don't know how they got. T tell me what his vision is to bring the motorcycle community together, for the motorcycle community to be on one accord, have one set of rules, have one set of standards, and everybody can enjoy each other. That's a vision that I have, the exact same vision. So my job as the vice chairman is do everything that I can to help his vision come to fruition. It's the same thing as being in a club. If you join a motorcycle club, you need to find out what their vision is of that president first. Because if his vision is different from yours,
the club founded on?
Exactly. If that vision different than what you believe, then you don't need to be a part of that. Yeah. But if that vision is in line with what you want to do, then you say, okay, how can I support it? My first job of supporting it is to make sure that my area, Augusta, has that vision is given to them, and everybody can get on the same accord with that. Then they'll support it. Yeah. And if the whole statewide, every coalition throughout the state, if they can get their coalitions and their presidents to visualize that thing to be on the same accord and start practicing it, and everybody get on the same sheet of music, then everything will be smooth. But everybody's gonna have to do it. Not everybody, that's what the vision is. Now, is it gonna happen overnight? No, because a lot of stuff has transpired.
When did you guys start the different regions? When did you guys start that? How long has that been in effect?
Those regions had been around for a while, but Atlanta just got broken down into the 4 areas last year.
Okay.
And then they just got elected for those positions. I was putting it on the president's group and check for Georgia and everything. Presidents, go to these meetings. We posted there. Look, we broke it down. I don't know all the clubs in Atlanta, but every club we could think of, we put their name, and it wasn't based on where they stay. You probably had some people in the East that stay out West, some people stay out West on the East, but we had to put them somewhere, just put them on that, just to get them started.
Okay.
Now, y'all vote on who y'all want to follow. Find out who wants to run for chairman. of that coalition. And once they say that they want to run, find out what their vision is. If their vision is what you feel that you can follow, then say, okay, vote for them. But if not, hey, let's vote for put somebody else there. But find something that will benefit the whole area. Once everybody is on the same sheet of music, man, I think Georgia would even be. Now, we've done some good things here in Georgia, the whole statewide.
Okay.
As far as the council, a lot of other areas, a lot of other states don't have that.
Okay.
And I've seen, because I live right next door to one, and I'm originally from Sumter, South Carolina.
Okay.
And I've seen a lot of stuff that I look at and be like, wow, really, they do that? But hey, I don't say that because I don't go to nobody's house and do anything. But I just look at it.
Rearrange the furniture.
Exactly. But I do love the fact that, some things have been established, some rules and bylaws and stuff have been put in place, at least a starting point. Now we've taken those bylaws, some same bylaws that the Georgia Council had. I was sat down and we've got those bylaws redone. A lot of the stuff that was there, a lot of the stuff that the president has voted on that they wanted. We've incorporated that in there. Those changes, we put them on the president's group meet. Every area has them. Every area has taken them back. They can vote on those on changes. Then come January, we implement, come December, we can vote on them, and they'll be implemented January on.
Okay.
That way, nobody can say, well, I didn't know. Yes, y'all got them. Y'all had them this long.
Yeah.
So we're trying to be proactive, man. We're trying to get, the whole state to come together as a one, man, just to support each other, love each other, to make this bike community thing good, and make sure that that is fair across the board. It ain't no backdooring and none of the other stuff, because once each area say, look, we don't want any more clubs, then that's done.
Yeah.
Do it and I'll stand behind it and support it. So if somebody said, well, we're gonna become a club here in Atlanta and we ain't gonna ask nobody, okay, go ahead. Don't come to nobody's event because you ain't getting in.
Mm.
And don't go to nobody and I don't have an event because nobody coming. That way everybody, matter of fact, statewide.
Yeah.
Because at one point they used to have a non-compliant list and people was complaining we call it a blackball list, and they put people in jail. I mean, not jail, but trying to get people locked up because they were doing well. Can't nobody stop us from putting together a list of all the clubs that are complying with what we're doing. If the clubs in Augusta are, if all of us is in agreement and we are our own organization, I can put that list out there and tell everybody all these clubs here in Augusta are good clubs. These are all the clubs that support each other. I ain't put no other names on there. If your name is not on that list and you're in Augusta and you say, well, that club ain't on this list, well, you do the math. Why they out there and not on here?
Yeah.
So we do that statewide. Here's a list of all the clubs that are part of this coalition, and all these clubs right here are good. We all agree to follow this, to do the same thing to do. Okay, then okay. Well, I see this club, but they ain't on there. Well, you do the math. I ain't telling you nothing. But
I'm just giving you a list of everybody that's invited to my party.
Exactly.
So the list ain't nothing but an invitation.
That's all it is.
If you don't get an invitation, you ain't supposed to be there.
You ain't supposed to be there. So it's just
and that's the politically correct way to say it, man. We have an invitation list.
Yeah, and it's an invitation list. If you ain't on it, you ain't invited. And that's the list, just point blank.
Hey.
Especially if you rocking something with George on it.
Yeah.
As long as them last two letters say GA on there.
Yeah.
And you're not on none of them invitation lists. The one from Augusta, the one from Saga, the one from Columbus, the one from Albany, the one from Atlanta, East, West, North. Yeah. Well, I don't see you on this list, man. You wasn't invited.
Hey.
Well, you can't come to the party, man. I mean, I appreciate you coming down, making them, coming over or whatever, but because you have to have some standards. You have to have some standards, some because it have to start somewhere. Now you can take them colors off and come in, and I guess you can go ahead and have a good time. Yeah, but it won't be
then you come in as a guest.
Yeah, then you come in as a guest. But other than that, that don't fly here.
Say, man, again, it's been my privilege and my honor, man, to sit there with you, man, and just chop it up, and just to get a clear understanding, because, like I said, the biggest problem with having a coalition or having a council governing other people is you got these people that are saying, well, hell, that club don't even ride, or that club ain't shit. So how they gonna vote for me and tell me and my club what we cannot do? But with you guys' situation, you can't put it on just one club.
No.
Even if that club voted against you, you still can't put it on just that one club.
Yep. Because you standing before all the clubs, and we do it openly. We do it right in front. When we say no, we bring you right in there and say the president said no.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. Well, the president said no. I ain't need to explain to why he said no. The answer is no. Yeah. We're not going to go with the back and forth thing of why this and why that. Now, if you want to talk to me after we pull to the side, I said, look, guys, you may want to do this, this, and this. Because I'm not against nobody doing anything. Yeah. I'll try to support anybody if they're doing stuff and want to do it the right way. I don't have no problem with that. And if you're wrong and I come to you and I talk to you and say, look, man, you're wrong. Because he said, man, you know what? I want to do the right thing to get right. No problem. I'll tell you exactly what you need to do and walk you through the process. But that's all I can do. You know, but I'm not going to tell them presidents what to do. Because them presidents are sovereign. Those clubs are sovereign in their own right. And they got their own mind. They make it up. They do what they want to do. Only thing I'm just so glad about that them clubs in Augusta, we are a family. Yeah. And I've been a club for a while now, so I don't have to go in before, you know, but they are good. I mean, all of them good, man. They don't want nobody not to come there.
Just gave me a question for you. All of the clubs, the 23 clubs that are part of the ABA, if they had to be reevaluated, if they had to come back before the club, you think they all will make it?
No. I'm just being because I know how some of them presidents think. I just know how some of them presidents think. But you know what? It's getting to the point that I know is slowly changing over to a yes because of what they're doing now. You got clubs that you got to follow exactly. But not only that, a lot of those clubs, what some of us view as being a club, as being riding, a lot of them didn't view it the same way. Yeah. They become a club and they, you know, if they want to just stay local, that's what they do. Yeah. But now some of us say, you know what, now I don't want to do this local thing. I want to get on my bike and I want to ride some. I want to go to these other places. If nothing else, if like we had the Georgia Council quarterly meeting was making because it moves. Okay. It's been here in Savannah. It's been in Atlanta. It's been in Macon. The last one was in Macon. And I don't know if the next one, it might be Columbus, it might be in Albany, it might be in Augusta. We don't know yet. Okay. But we ride to it. Yeah. I take my gun. All of us left to go to the meeting, but I broke down. Now, I'm gonna tell you, I just broke down. My bike let me down on the highway. Yeah. But watching you on you and Dirty and when y'all break down how you gotta fix it and all, the same thing that normally go wrong. Yeah. The little shifter, but I got me extra. I said, you know what I did? I bought them box spell and I got them So if I'm on the side of the road, I'm gonna fix it myself and keep going. I ain't finna be that long.
Man, that heel toe shift is a bitch, man.
Simple little thing, man. It costs $30-something for the little piece, man. And if it go out, you on the side of the road.
For hours.
If you don't know what you're doing.
For hours.
Yeah. So just
better get them zip ties.
Put them little bolts together, boom, 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 and you're out of there and gone.
Gone.
So I said, you know what? That'll never happen to me again. I'll never be on the side. I am not gonna miss no ride no more.
All right, man. Well, anybody, I didn't see any more questions. Fenty, I hope that answered your question. I hope you was he gave you a worthwhile answer for that.
Yeah, I hope I did. I want to line about a little bit. Yeah, I hope I answered it for you.
Yeah, so that's what it is, man. But anyway, man, we love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. My man Oates, you feel what I'm saying? President of his club, president of the ABA, and vice chair of the Georgia Council. That's a lot of hats, bro.
Yeah, but it's just titles, man. I'm just saying. I know that stuff don't mean nothing to me. Yeah. Title. I want people to respect me and know me for Oates. With this thing on or with this thing off. Period. But if you can take off your vest and walk around and nobody don't know who you are, you ain't doing something right. You ain't doing something right. So that's why I talk to people. I try my best, man, to always be the same person all the time. Yeah. So I can get that same love and respect back because those titles and all that stuff, the accolades, man. Just like I tell my club, anytime they want to vote me out of the president, they can come get it tomorrow. Our bylaws, I even got in our bylaws. We can have an open vote at any time. Any person in there can call an open vote and we can have an election at any time. And I won't nominate myself. Yeah. If nobody nominate me, I won't nominate myself. If somebody want to do it, I'll be the best member in the club.
That part.
But believe me now, if you've been a trouble member, I'm gonna give you some of that trouble back now. Yeah. I want you to feel a little bit of what I've been getting. But I ain't gonna let the club fall because of that now. I'm gonna still stand there and support the club. I ain't gonna just run up and lead the club because I ain't the president no more. I said, no problem. I'm gonna be the best member.
Okay, Ghost Rider, are you asking me what event rides are coming up? For me, I'm in Savannah this weekend. We're bring my man Darren, the president, out here doing his thing. In about 2 weeks, I got Second to None LA chapter. It's gonna be big, and then from there, from LA, I head to Jacksonville, Florida for Soul Brothers, and then I think that should be it until January when I go out to DT Mom's thing with Backdraft and something like that. But that's my schedule as of right now. I think I just got a booking for February. I'm not sure, but you know, it is what it is. Everybody's saying great interview. And again, man, I really did this just to bring you guys some light on the purpose, or a real decent purpose of what the council is for, man. Because I'm telling you, I've had the opportunity to stand in front of these cats, and they didn't cut no corners. There wasn't no, you know, no nice guy shit. They had some valid questions, some valid answers, and more importantly, they stood their back. They stood their ground on what they believed in, and they held it, and together they did it, and it was what it was. Just that simple. All right, well, I love y'all, man. Love my man Oaks. Thank you for coming out, man.
Appreciate you for having me, bro.
Hey, man, FHO Atlanta GA, y'all stay tuned. I try my best, man, to pick and choose to bring you guys these interviews. I hope you learned something from it. Again, if you're in Augusta, hit him up, man. If you're going through Augusta, hit him up.
Hey.
Good people, man, I promise you. You know what I'm saying? Again, shout out to the whole ABA, man. You guys got my salute. You got my respect. And it is what it is, man. I'll see y'all in a minute, man. We got more of stay tuned for tonight, man, for Rare Breeze anniversary party tonight here in Savannah. And let's just get it, baby. Don't forget, put some respect on that throttle. Love yourself so you can have some love for me, for my man Oaks. But you got to love yourself first, man. Ride your ride and keep it motorcycling, man. This shit is just that simple, man.
That simple, man. Too easy, bro. Too
keep
easy.
it motorcycling.
And you start riding, you'll see, man. It'll eliminate a whole lot of that extra drama that goes on.
Miles over bullshit.
Bro, I'm telling you, because you ain't going to have time to do nothing but just ride.
I can't argue with you doing 80.
Hell no.
All right, man. It's your boy McSell, FHO HNIC, man. Peace.
Peace.
Hey, man.
But you right, man. You can't argue with nobody who's doing 80 miles an hour.
Doing 80 miles an hour. It's hard to argue with a motherfucker,
man. That's
man.
why I love it, man.
Yeah.
You don't worry about nothing, man.
Yes, sir.